me 1 minute, guys. Sorry. So sorry about that. I had to do something quickly that I forgot to do. Okay, let's start. I'm recording already. I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go into it. See, I was browsing through, some jobs and I just saw like fully remote. And that's the amazing thing about LinkedIn. You can filter to what you want. I put analyst, I put London, I put the past week. If I want like a full month, and that's another thing you need to know. This I just put because I wanted to see what the latest jobs are saying. I wanted to see price points and things like that. I was just doing it for, let's just say, research. But what I wanted to say is, don't say because the job has been posted for the last 2 months, they probably would have gotten someone. I can assure you they probably have not gotten somebody. My job, um when I eventually went after the recruiter reached out to me and my interview was set up, when I was trying to go and find out what the JD was, I had a look at it. It was because the guy said he saw my profile on LinkedIn. So I came on LinkedIn to search for it. And I realized that they had posted it 2 months ago, but had not found somebody. So those jobs that you think, it's been there for like 3 months, they probably found somebody. Because I did it. I thought, they found somebody. I'm like, there's no point. Most likely they haven't. So it wouldn't hurt to just send your application. But another thing is when you're searching, just use analysts. I realized that using data analysts can streamline you a lot because most times all of these things are data analysts. If you read what they are saying, is see the tools they're looking for. See. So most times you just need to put the word analyst there and then read the responsibilities. That's where you would now find out, it's not what I can do, or it's what I can do. But yeah, I was just browsing through to find something that I can use. Right. Um, so for those that submitted after, I'm going to be honest, for those that submitted after 8 p.m., I haven't checked your work, so we're going to check it together here. I know it was 9 p.m., but also, guys, there's no need to do this. Just upload it individually, and that's fine because what you're doing, this is you're creating or using more space. There's no need for that. Just upload it individually, and that would be good. Okay. Um. Come on, you already uploaded your assignments anyway. Okay, let's start. Um, yeah, let's start with Sandra. So I was having a look, I had a look at the Word document and I had a look at the Excel document. I like this. I like, first of all, there were some people that didn't do all four. That's one of the things I noticed. But yeah, well done. I loved how you answered the questions. And I hope, for everyone, it's not just about going to the internet to search what this is or what it does. It's more of, have you gained something? Do you know what it is? When do you know how to apply it? We're gonna do some um um application, if not today, tomorrow. Today might just be for me giving you feedbacks on your assignments because time is gone. I'm gonna try and see if we can squeeze in everything we have to do for Excel, everything we have left to do for Excel tomorrow. I was having a look at the classes, and I was just like, okay, I think we've covered a lot of things. I just need to run you through. So I think I've covered most of this. Um, I've shown you text to column as well. I believe I've shown you tables, and I've shown you this, and I've shown you how to remove blanks as well. Sort, I didn't show you the what's it called? The sorry guys, I have a headache. I didn't show you the, why does the word keep going up in my mouth? Formula. I'll show it to you tomorrow. And then we'll do something on Power Query. I'll just show you examples just so that you have an idea how to put them together, what it does. And then I think the next would now be class 3. So I think tomorrow is good for us to, then we'll do an ARD diagram. I'll show you a few of these things because you're going to do them for your assignments and all of this. So I'm guessing tomorrow is going to be a good and I'm going to show you pivot table as well. So we'll run through this tomorrow. So please, guys, tomorrow, let's make sure that we come. I would most likely start the class maybe 5 or 10 minutes before. So let's make sure that we start early, so we don't have to wait 10 minutes. If we start by 10 to 5, it's better, so that we can cover all grounds, because tomorrow is our last Excel class, and then we can move on from there. So well done on this. Like I said, I love the way you answered questions and you did all 4 of them. I hope you understand and sort of have a better idea of what it is. So when we're talking about it tomorrow, it will be easier. Simba, same thing. I love how you gave detailed explanations. I really actually love this about your answers. I love that you went as far as power ups. And this, I was reading it and I was like, okay. I love that you went as far as trying to get this and even the uses. This is good. But yeah, you were one of the people that didn't do all 4. I don't know, maybe you didn't know, but anyway, well done. Sandra, guys, when you come in, can we all mute our mic, please? Mute your mic as you're coming in. Okay. Okay, Sandra, the same thing. I love how detailed it is. I loved I love that you also went in and tried to like I also love this diagram. Um And there was one thing you did. I think it was you that did conclusion. Yeah. I, I smiled when I saw this. This is so good. I don't know, maybe this is the teacher part of me just expressing that, oh, okay. I like this. I like that it kind of, I don't know if that's what you did, but what I see is that you kind of you read it through and you thought, oh, okay, after everything I've read, this is what I've learned. And that's why I like this conclusion part. But well done. Well done. And right. The one of the things I noticed here was mechanistic analysis. And I was like, I don't think I knew about that. So thank you. Thank you for this, Mr. Falari. You taught me something new. But yeah, the same thing. Well done. Um, I'm guessing that you also thought because I said you should read up on, that's why. Oh no, you actually did all four. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I like this. Simple, concise. My goal is for you guys to understand what each of these things mean and sort of a slight understanding of how to apply them. And then when we eventually um do the work tomorrow, it's easier. So when I'm talking about certain things, you sort of understand. Also, as well, Toby, well done. I think you also did, yeah, you also did mechanistic analysis. So yeah, well done, everyone. Now let's do our Excel. Now, was there a confusion? I think there was. Well, I don't know, but let's start. I was going to ask if there was a confusion about which of them we're going to do, but it's fine. So this is another reason why I said when you're opening stuff, don't do anything in this thing, because see, the moment I opened this, it shows my name, and this is Sandra's work. Initially, it was showing Oluwatobi. I would know. I would know when people open or touch something, right? So please, as much as possible, don't change anything. Don't open stuff that I know you guys want to see it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So there's no point opening what is in yours. And on this, Sandra, well done. I absolutely loved that you put your data sets in a table. So kudos. I love it. Well done. It looks clean. I checked each column to also see what you did with your date column, and well done. Although I don't think you identified the primary and foreign key. Those were the two things I said we should do. But yeah, well done. It looks neat and it looks clean. And I actually had a look at each of your columns to see what you named them as. And there was something I wanted to even talk about, but we'll talk about it when I finish. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear and audible.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's why I said I think there was a confusion about the assignments, because I realized that some people did that one and did not do the other one. And I realized that some people did the other one. Some people did two of them, I think. But yeah. Come on, me. First of all, well done. I loved this. Clean. I loved that you identified all the keys for me. I actually went through each and every what's it called now, page to check. And thank you. The reason why I want to say thank you is I love people who are daring. I love people who ask Afis. This thing is very, I think maybe because, and I shouldn't judge that way, but I think maybe because that's how I am. I usually love when people do that. I love when people try even if they don't, I've not taught you or I haven't talked about it, but you go out of your way to actually try to do something that hasn't been taught. It just shows me that, and I think everyone should imbibe this attitude. It just generally shows that you you're, what's the word? There's a word I'm looking for. Can't remember. My brain is foggy this night. My brain is always foggy anyway. But it just shows me that you think outside the box. You're always looking for something new. That's not how I want to put it, but I love it. I love that you attempted to do every single thing. And I was gonna say that in my mind I was like, why did she do it in each page? She could have just done all the pivot table in one page and then done her dashboard. But I was just like, you know what? I love it. Well done. I didn't look at the correctness, I'll be honest. I didn't, because I wasn't expecting anybody to do this. But the fact that you attempted it, amazing. Well done. The only thing I was going to say is your ERD. When we do our ERD tomorrow, you understand why this can be confusing, but well done. Very well done. In fact, I remember going back to your what's it called? Your Excel, and I'm like, wait, did I teach this and I didn't know? Well done. Well done. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. And that's not to say everybody did not do well. I'm just saying sometimes when you search for more, hunger for more, it goes a long way. So yeah, well done. Next on my list is Toby. And guys, if you can, please start submitting your assignments this way so that it's easy for me to see. Just put your name in front, just save it as your name, and maybe save it as assignment 1 or something, so that once I don't have to be going through this side to see who is who, and it will just be easier for me. Yeah, so Toby, well done as well. The only thing I would, this is why I was saying that I was confused, because it shows me Sandra assignment, but if I go out, I see Toby's name. That's if that's not even changed. Yes, see, I see Toby's name. So please, guys, henceforth, just put your name the way Omawomi did, so that we know who is who, and we can go forward from there. Now I've changed it. So who is this one? Oh man. Toby. Oluwatobi. Toby Patrick. Oluwatobi. Okay. Let's do Toby. Yeah, so the same thing. One thing I love that you did here, Toby, is putting these in filters. Amazing. So you actually used you actually inserted it into a table, and you used the headers filter when Excel asked you about the table. So well done. And guys, please, let's imbibe the habit of using filters, because it's easy for you to search. If I want to search for 9, I can easily pick 9, deselect all, and just use 9 and apply, right? So when you put your I am sure I did this, but we can do it again in class. When you put your data set into a table, it helps to have a filter. So please, everyone, take note of that. But aside that, well done, Toby. And this is why one of the reasons why I said I think there was a misunderstanding on what assignments to do, because this is not the one we've been looking at. But well done. I liked it. I also checked all of your great. This was why I wanted to ask a question. For everyone that did this assignment, just quick, I'm going to pop into the chat now. Quick answer. Why did you choose the currency that you chose? Because people chose different currency, and I just want to understand you guys' thought process. Why did you choose the currency that you chose? And should you have picked the currency on your own? So, guys, answers. Answers. Why is nobody talking? I'm not saying you guys did anything wrong. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I just want to know. Thank you, Mr. Adefolari. That's all I wanted everyone to have in their head. You should never make assumptions. Always ask questions. I said this last week. Never make assumptions. Always, even if you don't see it, even if it's not there, because let's say, for example, you work in the UK and you work for a company that is probably a consultancy company where you guys get different clients, right? One of your clients might be in Spain and they give you their data sets and you just automatically assume, oh, since we've been working on clients that are in America, I'm sure it's in dollars. If they say to you, oh, yes, our prices are in dollars, fine. But if not, never assume. Always, it's one of your business requirements. Always ask questions. And that's why I mentioned last week, take your time to study your data set and write out every single thing I've been saying. I have it written. All of the feedback I'm giving, I already went and I wrote it out. It's very good as a data analyst. Learn to pen things down. Write out the questions that you've seen that you need to ask. You need to clarify, and then clarify. Ask. Say to them, oh, you know, just curious, your prices are they in dollars? Do you sell, or even if it's a website, for example, if it's an e-commerce, go on their e-commerce site, see if you that are in UK, it would tell you that, oh, you're in the UK, can we switch? Because there are some websites that do that, that does that. They'll ask you, can you switch? 1 minute, guys. Sorry. God. Right, sorry. They'll ask you, can you switch? So you know that companies like that or sites like that, it means that they probably get their prices are in different currencies. So it might be in pounds, it might be in dollars, some might be in euros, and so on and so forth. So please never assume. I even saw someone put it in Nigeria, and I know that you guys are automatically assuming, oh, because I'm in this country, I'll just use, but Mm, never assume. It can, that's one of the attention to details things that I was talking about earlier last week. It shows that you know what you're doing. You might think it's a stupid question, but it just shows that you know what you're doing. And it's better for you to look stupid when you're asking a question than for you to just assume and do your analysis and then they tell you, oh, but our prices, especially when you're doing presentation and stakeholders, and they'll just tell you, oh, but our prices are not in euros. So I don't think any of this thing you've done is correct. You don't want that to be you. You don't want that to be you. Guys, sorry, I just need to get my delivery. 1 minute. Okay, so yeah, please let's pay attention to that and right, we can continue. Um yeah, so well done. Everything else looks nice. Loved your dates. um I like that you decided to do it in twos, but if that's how you're comfortable, but be wary if there are dates that are like maybe 2021 and 2022 in it, you want to show your year as well so that you don't confuse yourself and whoever looks at your data set eventually. um who's next? Safran, did you submit too? Okay. So same thing. Love how you clean it. Please, tables important. Tables are very important. Very, very important for you as a data analyst. Learn to put your data sets in tables and have filters. It just helps. It looks neater. It helps you when you want to do analysis. It's just standard. Please learn to put your data sets in tables. Yeah, again, we've talked about the currency, so there's that. But well done. I went through each. Another thing I was going to ask is, I see everybody keeps using general for this. Why didn't anybody? I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but I just want to know again your thought process. This is what we're going to do a lot, because then you will see that people think differently, and when you start doing it, when you get into the real world that they used to see, you would think broadly and just say to yourself, okay, what would these people think? And that helps your analytical thinking as well, to like think about everything before you get, or think about almost everything before you get there. Why didn't anyone change this to number? And why did we all leave it in general? Because we have general, we have number, we have currency, and so on and so forth. Why did we all leave it in general? Anybody? Right. Gloating. um but guys, why did everyone leave the other ID, all those IDs? Why did everybody leave it as general and not think about changing it as to numbers? Did I? Okay. I'm just gonna open your second one to see if there's a difference. I don't know if that's yours as well. Um, okay. So, oh right. I noticed this as well. Guys, when this happens, when you're cleaning your data set and this happens, always expand. See? Why is it all right? It's the format. But try as much as possible to always expand. Don't leave your data sets with hashtags. Don't. So always try as much as possible. No matter, even if it looks like, oh, it's too long, it's too this, always expand your data sets. Don't let anyone open it and see, hashtags in them. Yeah, okay. Okay, Sandra, I'm guessing this is your assignment because it says Sandra's assignment. Um, yep, nice, amazing. And then I was going to check the original. Did I put this? Was this part of the rules? I was actually going to check the original data set to see if that was part of it. No, it wasn't. So well done, because I noticed that, and I'm like, this is good thinking. This is actually amazing thinking. Well done. And I say that because whoever's work this is, because I don't know whose work it is, but it says Sandra's assignment anyway. I say that because that's a good analytical thinking method. Because if for any reason maybe they didn't give you business requirements and you're trying to be the one to write out your business requirements yourself, you can use that as an analysis. Like, okay, they might not need it, but it is not a bad idea. I'm sure if you put it, generally stakeholders and shareholders don't really know what they want. So yeah, if you put it and it says, oh, we noticed that, especially if they want to look at how their shipping is doing. Maybe customers have been complaining and saying, you guys ship too late. I never get. You say it's 1 week. I never get this in 1 week. That's a very good column to add. And you can then use it to analyze and say, oh, we've noticed that over the period of 3 months or in the first quarter, our shipping time was way longer than it used to be, or our shipping time in the first quarter is way longer than our shipping time in the third quarter. And then that's how you give insights. And then you start to ask questions like, okay, who are we using? Are we using the same shippers, or what's the time frame? Were they having difficulties? Was there strike? That's how to give insights. I literally just saw this and I started thinking of possibilities of things I can say to a shareholder and stakeholder if I actually was the one using this data set. So kudos, well done. I actually love that. That was one of the things I loved about it. Well done. And then same thing, just put it in a table, have filters. Yeah, and we're good. Bayat, well done. I love this. Thank you for putting it in tables. Just add filters next time, but thank you. I absolutely love this. And the reason why filters is so good is because then you can sort and say, I think I can do it here without filters. Where is it? You can sort and say, you know, from lowest to highest, highest to lowest, however you want to see the data sets, and use your employee ID. But well done. I love it. Yeah, I checked your date as well. I liked it. And I like what you said about the American dates. That's a very good one. That's another thing to ask, you know, sometimes, because sometimes your clients, they probably don't use American date, or they don't use our dates. So it's just good to clarify that that's how they want to see it. And I know that it seems like, oh, you're thinking, oh, but is that necessary? It is. I'm sure everybody's like, why did she pause before saying that? Because you don't know who you're dealing with. And that's another thing about having meetings just with us before even doing anything, especially when you're part of the close, like the business process where, you know, you guys are trying to pitch and get them to join your team, for example, or get them to use your company. You can start knowing there's something we do in our company from the meetings and stuff. We kind of know if we want to work with our client or not, you know. So you can start knowing how they reason, how they respond to questions. Is important, because when you're doing your analysis as well, you try to imagine yourself when you're giving them an explanation and how they're going to receive it, you know. So yeah. Is there anybody else I haven't touched? Someone's 8. Somebody had, who is this? Okay, Bolaji, the same thing. Yes, I see that you did this in Naira. Like I mentioned, be sure that it's in Naira. Be sure that that's the currency. Put it in a table. Add filters. Blanks. I see blanks. Did I not say how to add NA to your blanks last week? I'm sure I must have. Did I? Did I not? Blanks are generally not good for you as an analyst. You don't want this. So instead, it's safer for you to have NA in your data sets. If I didn't, I would see if I can someone should remind me tomorrow, please, so I can quickly touch on it. But I'm sure I must have said something about blanks and adding NA. But please, that's very important. Don't have blanks, please. Please, in whatever you do, try. That's one of your data cleaning process. Is there anybody else I haven't touched on? Tohib. Tohib, when did you submit? Okay. Nice, but I'd like to see this in Word document. I'm sure I mentioned that last week. I love that you did an ARD. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Nice. Amazing. I like this. Again, with this, be very careful. Don't leave hashtags. Doesn't speak well of you as a data analyst. well done on this. So everyone that did this and didn't do the other one, just when we finish tomorrow's class, just do the other one. For everyone that did the other one, didn't do this one, same apply. But well done. I like this, Tohib. We'll talk about ARD next week. This is amazing, but this is giving me data engineering. And this is giving me, if you are the one that is going to create the database, this is good. But if you're not the one creating the database and they've given you the data set and you just want to link, I'll show you the other way. But if you guys know how to do it this way, it's also very good, because if you go into a company where they say to you, oh, this is your client, this is your data set, you have to take your data set from this particular platform into our database. This is good, because you need to know the strings that you're going to use. So, but this is usually SQL. Some people use it for Excel, but not a lot. This is usually more SQL, because with Excel, you can do your cleaning. But yeah, well done. Well done. Anybody else that I haven't touched on? Adiola. I think it's the same thing for you. Table filters. Yep. Table filters, price, same thing. I like this. Well done. Well done. Yep. So definitely, this tells me I touched on any last week. So thank you. Well done. Well done on cleaning your blanks. Well done. I've talked about Omawomi, and that's Omawomi, right? I'm sure I have. Ah, right. Oh, okay. It's a different one. Omawomi, be careful when you're putting your data set into a table. Usually, if you do insert, Excel should automatically select just the places that you have data in. But if maybe, I don't know, but I think so, because every time I've done it, it's done that automatically for me. But also sometimes just select what you want to do and put it into a table. But I'm sure if you do insert and you do table, Excel automatically selects that for you, just because you don't want this. Sometimes can cause issues. This having all these columns without data in them can cause issues, so you don't want to do that. Well done on cleaning as well. Great, amazing, like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that you played it safe and you didn't put any currency. Well done. Yeah, so if you had filters, you could have just arranged this, looks neater. You don't have to do it, but just makes it look better. Okay. Well done, guys. I'm actually very happy with what I've seen so far. Thank you. Okay, this is nice. Just put it in a table. When I say table, it's what everybody else has done. Those blue, green, whatever color you decide and you choose to. But yeah. Your date is saying general. No, please, no. Check that. But yeah. Well done, guys. Well done. This is good work. I'm proud of everyone. You guys have all done well. Just take note of the things I mentioned. I think I'll stop recording now. Then we can just talk because it's 8 o'clock already.